Hello, my name is Joel and she's
Savannah.
And today we have an interview with
Christopher
Ross. Anyways,
Hey guys!
today we're here with another video with Christopher Ross.
Woo! He's been in Hamilton, Pretty Woman, The Book of Mormon, and West Side Story.
So, let's get on to the video. Hi!
Hello! I'm perfect.
Question, how did you get into theater?
Ooh, okay, so I grew up watching all the Disney movies, like the Disney musicals, like Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, and I always was running around the house singing. And I took dance lessons when I was younger because my older sister did. My mom would always bring me like to class and we'd wait outside for my sister. And I'd look in through the window and say, I want to try that. So eventually I realized you could, put the dance world together with kind of the Disney world, the musicals. When I saw Beauty and the Beast on stage, it was the national tour, came through Oklahoma City where I grew up, and I saw it on stage in intermission, and I was like, I want to do this. And my mom was like, well, these are all paid professionals. I was like, wait, you can do this for a job? I'm in. So that's when it kind of first hit me. But I've always really been involved with theater and the arts just from my passion and love for it.
Hey, that's cool.
Yeah.
So what is your dream role?
Well, that's a good one too. I would say right now my dream role is Bert in Mary Poppins. I've never done a big Disney musical, and I think that'd be a fun way to put tap dancing, which I really like to do, on stage with a Disney musical, which is, as I said, one of the reasons why I pursued the arts. So I think that'd be really special to play Bert in Mary Poppins.
Favorite stage door memory?
I've been fortunate enough to be a part of several shows that have quite large fans, fan groups and fan followings. I think I'll probably say my opening night on Broadway when I did The Book of Mormon. My best friend was not able to see the show, but he came in after work and he surprised me with flowers. So that was a really special one. That and my closing show at The Book of Mormon, Clay surprised me, my husband, who you also had, you also interviewed him, which is so fun. He loved his chat with you both. He surprised me with balloons and flowers on my final show, and the balloon said happy graduation, and that was really special.
Nice.
Yeah, he's very thoughtful.
So what is your biggest show mishap?
Okay, so I was doing a show called The Producers, and I was wearing this it's a very funny show, so I was wearing an Indian costume that had beads and stuff down below, and was kind of connected by some elastic and giant feather headdress. It's kind of a little bit that happens on stage for a few seconds, and it's really funny. Well, my elastic snapped, and part of my costume flew up around my neck, and I wasn't wearing a lot underneath, and my parents were front row center, and there was 2,000 people, and I was so embarrassed. I pulled it down, and thankfully it happened in slow-mo for me. I was like, no! And it felt like it was 30 seconds long, but it was only probably 2 seconds from start to finish. But it was definitely really embarrassing.
What inspires you?
A lot of things inspire me. Seeing other artwork, seeing Broadway shows, that inspires me. Seeing people use their voice for good and positive change. There's a lot of change that needs to happen right now in this country and in the world. And seeing young people like yourselves, using their voice and using their platform to make a difference and make tomorrow a better tomorrow for all citizens, it really inspires me quite a bit. As well as seeing young people like yourself find ways to use their voice and connect to artists and amplify what you guys love and spread positivity. So I think that is another thing that inspires me quite a bit.
Okay, so what is your favorite theater moment or memory?
My favorite theater moment or memory? I have quite a few, but I'll try to pick my favorite. As a performer, making my Broadway debut was really special, looking out and seeing the audience and being overwhelmed and just realizing, holy cow, you've worked for your entire life, and now in this moment, you're a Broadway actor, and no one can ever take that away from you. And that was pretty special. As well as, I've had a lot of special moments getting to support my friends and their Broadway debuts, and when I got to see Clay on Broadway for the first time, that's a memory I'll never forget, and seeing him go on to do Wicked and all these other shows have been super special because, as you know, it's not always just about yourself. So when you get to see someone else have their dream come true before your eyes, there's nothing like that. So I think seeing friends that I've had for years move forward to have huge accomplishments in their life and make either their leading role debut on Broadway or just their Broadway debut or performing in a national tour. Those moments are really special for me.
What was the hardest part about doing Hamilton?
Ooh, okay, so my answer might be a little different than some people. So, Hamilton's a big show, and my job in it is to swing the show. So I cover 6 different men, and it's man 1 through 6. I know you look at the score and it's like, oh, Samuel Seabury and George Eaker, but all those people are they have a name like it encompasses all the things they do in the show. So man 1, man 2, man 3, all the way through man 6, and each of those tracks is really different. And since Hamilton's a long show, having to be responsible for all of those things. I hadn't even finished learning all my tracks before COVID hit because I just joined in January. So that's still the pressure's looming and it's daunting whenever we go back to the show, having to have all that information in my head. But I think having to jump in for different parts in Hamilton and trying to keep that all straight with the big show that involves the ensemble the whole time.
Yeah.
That's probably the toughest part about Hamilton. Because I've swung other shows, but like Pretty Woman, you do a dance number, then you go off stage for 10 to 20 minutes.
Right.
And then you go on stage and do a scene. And you have time, you can look at your notes. Hamilton is really, you click start and you just go. And you get very few breaks. And those breaks aren't really long enough to really examine your notes and remind yourself in the moment. You have to really be on it and have it in your brain. So I just want to commend all the swings out there who may be watching this because it's a tough job and everyone, you're doing great.
Yeah, Hamilton seems like a hard show. Even when watching it on Disney Plus,
Yeah.
I was just like, how?
It's
I'm with you.
They never stop. They just keep going. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I saw the show at the Public before it transferred to Broadway, and I had a couple friends in the ensemble, and I was like, how do you do the show? It looks so hard. How is your body? Is your body hurting? Because it's not just doing it once. It's doing it excellent, but doing it 8 times a week for months and years. It's like, and now to do that, I've always been bowing down to them and saying, I don't know how you do what you do, and now I get the chance to try and do that.
Right.
So
That's so cool.
It's an awesome opportunity for sure.
So what is your favorite scene out of any musical you've been in?
Favorite scene? So it's specific and it makes me think, which is great. I love the moments in musicals that kind of sneak up on you and make you feel an emotion. For me, I don't know if it's my favorite scene ever, but one of them is Quiet Uptown in Hamilton. And for me, I can't watch that number without crying. Even when I'm on stage, I have to think about something different. I'm think about your steps, think about it's not a number that has a lot of dancing in it. So I have to kind of take myself out of the show when, as well as as much as I can, with still being honest in the moment and kind of just not pay attention to what they're saying. Otherwise I get too emotional. So that moment was a beautiful one as an audience member to experience. And I love when everything comes together in a musical. So in the Book of Mormon, when everyone, the 2 communities kind of come together to make a better tomorrow, as I kind of said earlier, to work together. That's a special moment for me in a musical. As well as I like really special effects or cool costume changes. Yeah. So in The Drowsy Chaperone, there's a number called I Don't Want to Show Off. And she has, I think, 3 quick changes that happen like that. So cool. Check it out on YouTube if you haven't seen it. I love any kind of theater magic like that because either a moment that makes you feel an emotion or a moment that makes you go, wow, how'd they do that? Because I loved magic as a kid. So when there's magic sprinkled in there as a specialty on a Broadway show, that's fun too.
What is it like doing TikToks?
Ooh, TikToks are fun. I like it a lot. I know some people are closer to your age than my age doing TikToks, but I have fun. Either learning the dances or, using someone else's audio to lip sync along and make a funny video. It's kind of fun because it's free and there's no rules. You have to follow these rules to do a TikTok. And you get to be creative. You get to be an artist, whether you are a Broadway actor or just a person sitting at home. So it doesn't really matter what you do for a living. You get to be a part of TikTok and you get to create. And I think we all like to tap into our creative sides quite a bit. So for me, it's a creative outlet, which I really enjoy.
So now we can play a game. And so we have 2 games you can choose. Guess the musical or put your finger down.
I'll try to put my finger down. I don't know what that one is, so hope it's okay.
So you're going to start with 10 fingers.
Okay.
And as we get on the list, if it happened before, you put a finger down.
Okay. Wish me luck.
Okay. So, put a finger down if you rejected plans because of rehearsal.
Oh, yeah.
Put a finger down if you ever cried on closing night.
Definitely.
Put a finger down if you've been noticed on the street.
That's happened before. That's pretty cool.
Put a finger down if you interacted with that theater girl.
Put a finger down if a famous person came to your show.
Oh yeah, that's fun.
Put a finger down if you ever farted on stage.
Probably at some point, for sure.
Put a finger down if you've fallen on stage.
Have I fallen? I've had to have fallen on stage. I'm gonna say no for now. I don't think I can't remember that I have, so I'll say no for now.
Put a finger down if your voice cracked on stage.
Oh yeah, that's happened before.
Put a finger down if you've gotten gifts from fans.
Gift from fans. 2 left.
Put a finger down if you played multiple roles in a show.
Multiple roles in a show? Yes, I have.
Yeah.
So you got almost all of them except for falling on stage. But I think that's better.
Really good, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I don't want to fall on stage.
I've tripped on stage, but I didn't actually fall over. And so props to you for not falling.
I think I almost like tripped over my clothing, and I remember trying to like get up, you know what I mean? Because the clothing was long, and I'm pretty short, so I was like trying to get up, trying to like drag it, pick it up. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Well, I'm glad you didn't fall. It's definitely, I think we probably all tripped on stage. I don't think I've fallen on stage. Watch someone watch your video and say, no, I saw Chris fall, and then I'll put your finger down.
And also, what famous person came to your show?
Yeah.
We had a couple over the years. So when I first joined Book of Mormon, Justin Timberlake and Jessica Biel came, and that was so cool. I actually got caught in a paparazzi photo. That's like paparazzi outside, and I was walking into the theater, and you see me in the background just like looking at Jessica Biel. My jaw was on the floor. We had lots of fun people came to Book of Mormon, and then a lot of people come to Hamilton, clearly because it's a big fun show.
Yeah.
But Justin Timberlake was one of my favorites. Rebel Wilson also came to see Ben Platt when I was doing Book of Mormon with him, and she was Fat Amy in Pitch Perfect.
Yes,
I'm obsessed with her, and we got to talk for a few minutes because I was not on the night that I can't remember if I was on or not, but I got down to the stage level to meet her first, and she was there with her family. We chatted, and I was the only person talking to her for like 3 or 4 minutes, and so I have this fun memory of like chatting with her. We talked about Pitch Perfect and all her other
films. Is she funny as she is on TV?
Yeah.
Okay.
She seems like a funny, hilarious person.
Hilarious. I literally watch all her movies. Like.
Oh yeah. And then, like, she plays like always kind of different characters, but always with a little bit of herself.
So,
which is so great just to bring yourself forward. And she's funny. She's a little more like laid back and like kind of chill. She's not like as like her energy's not as forward, but she's still really funny.
Okay, that's good.
That was one of my favorite celebrities that came to see the show.
Okay, so now let's go on to
Quick Round.
All right.
So these are some fast questions. You gotta go for it.
All right.
I'll do my best.
Okay. Favorite Halloween costume?
Ooh, we did me, Clay, my husband, a couple of our friends. We did the kids from Peter Pan, and that was fun one year.
Harry Potter house.
Ooh, I think I like to say Gryffindor, but I might be a Hufflepuff.
Favorite holiday?
Holiday. Ooh, Christmas or Halloween?
Favorite song?
Favorite song. Ooh, favorite song ever. Pass. We'll come back.
Favorite actor?
Favorite actor. Broadway actor would be Gavin Creel.
Favorite musical?
Musical. Chorus line.
Favorite food?
Favorite food. Ooh, chips and queso. I love Mexican food.
Favorite choreographer?
Ooh, I'll say Andy Blankenbuehler. Hamilton.
Favorite beverage?
Beverage. I like raspberry lemonade.
Favorite place to eat in New York?
Place to eat in New York. Ooh, okay, let's go with either. Well, it's the same answer as my husband, probably. He probably said Javelina's, which is a Tex-Mex place.
I think it's Hell's Kitchen.
Oh, out in Hell's Kitchen? Okay. So I'll say Javelina.
Okay.
Biggest pet peeve?
Ooh, pet peeve. Right now, some people don't wear masks. I'm like, wear your mask.
The biggest one, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to favorite song.
Favorite song? Ooh, okay, I will say, from a musical, I will say Something's Coming from West Side Story.
Okay.
Yeah, we're done.
That's it.
I think your favorite beverage is the same thing as your husband. Pink
Yeah,
lemonade.
probably.
Yeah. And also, I'm just curious. Have you ever met Lin-Manuel Miranda?
I actually met Lin. Yes, I have met him back in the day before Hamilton. It was after In the Heights. He was working on Bring It On. So when I toured with West Side Story with Clay, we were touring at the same time Bring It On was touring, and we were both in Toronto the same month at different theaters. So we overlapped, and we kind of made friends with some of the cast of Bring It On. And whenever they were on Broadway, we would like invite each other to each other's parties and birthday parties and things. So we went to our friend Ellie's birthday party, and Lin-Manuel was there, and it was really fun. We like got to hang out, and like it was very casual, got to chat. And since then, though, since joining Hamilton, he has not come to see my tour since I joined, but we do like cast Zoom calls, and sometimes he'll pop into those, and that's pretty cool. I'll be sitting here chatting, and Clay will be behind the camera like, "Oh my gosh!"
I have a question. Have you worked with your husband in a musical?
So we met, actually, yes. We have twice. We worked on the West Side Story National Tour. We met in the auditions. Actually, 9 years ago this week, we met and then joined that show together. And that was pretty cool. And so we joined that show together. We did that for a year. And then a few years later, he was doing Newsies on Broadway. Or was it Matilda? Clay, whenever we did Must Have Capella? Matilda. He was in Matilda on Broadway. Hi, Clay. He was in Matilda, and I was doing the Book of Mormon, and we both got cast in a show in New York that runs for about a week. The venue is City Center Encores, and they get Broadway directors and choreographers and Broadway cast together, and they do lesser-known musicals or musicals that are not ready for like a big revival. Just they bring them back to the stage with the full orchestra for 1 week. So we both took time off of our Broadway shows to do that quick little show together. And that was cool because I'd actually had the same director that I had in Book of Mormon, Casey Nicola, and he cast me and Clay didn't know that we were together. And so that was fun. He's like, "Oh, I didn't realize he cast you both. But I just liked you both," and that was pretty fun. So we worked together on 2 musicals and a couple concerts. We've done a couple West Side Story reunion concerts around the country, and a couple like TV type gigs, but those are the 2 full musicals we got to do together, and I'm so glad we got to do it because it's so fun getting to work with your significant other. You get to see them in their element and getting to support them. It's really great.
And you guys were on Broadway at the same time, right? You guys closed on the same day?
Yeah, a couple times we've been on Broadway at the same time, which is such a cool thing to get to say. That I've been on Broadway or that he's been on Broadway, but on Broadway at the same time. Like, that's so special to get to go to work and do your shows and come home. And in our most recent Broadway shows, using King Kong last year, and I was in Pretty Woman, and we both closed on August 18th. He closed on a matinee, and I had an evening show, so he didn't go to his closing party. He came to see my closing show. It was very sweet.
Oh, okay, that's nice. I don't know if we asked you this question, but like, what do you want to do in the future?
Ooh, okay, so I do have a contract ahead of me with Hamilton, so I will be going back to Hamilton on the Philip tour. Eventually, I'd like to play the King George. That'd be a lot of fun. And,
that's a good role, yeah.
It'd be a fun one. It's one that on stage a little bit of time is really impactful, and really funny, and really memorable. So I'd like to do that at some point. In the future, I'd love to work with Disney. I'd love to either create for them for the cruise lines or for the Broadway show that they do. So definitely want to work with Disney. That's high up on my bucket list. And I want to create stories that are uplifting and inspire people to move forward in a way that makes an impact on others in a positive way.
Okay, yeah, I like that. Okay.
Yeah, trying to make the world a better place, you know? We all are, but that's my mission for sure.
Thank you. Thank you
so much for having me.
So much. Thank you guys all.
Thank you both so much.
Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. I had a great time chatting with you all. I'll see you later, okay?
Bye.
Bye.
Hey guys! Thanks for watching.
Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you can find out when a new video comes out. And go check out Christopher's YouTube channel. We put it down in the description. He has videos on Tuesdays and Fridays.
Yep.
But we will see you later. Bye!
Bye!